You know, this JRPG template boasted 800 JRPGs. This template. These niggas still managed to forget Lost Odyssey. They still managed to forget to put Lost Odyssey on there. They had the last story on the Wii on there, but these niggas forgot to put Lost Odyssey in there, so I had to add it on. They boasted 800 JRPGs and they missed one of the greatest. What the flip? Dude, what the fuck is this? No. To turn off notifications, man. Turn these fucking off. There we go. Turn this shit off. So, the message is coming through. Double check. Yep, they are. Okay. I'm just gonna get FF6 out of the way. S. S. I don't know if I have to go should go over why I have FF6 and S. I'm a broken record on FF6. It's Hironobu Sakaguchi's best game. It's the most complete. It's the best example of what FF is and what it accomplished on like 2D sprites. Just fucking amazing. The game is just 2D and it fucking made you it connected you to the characters through the little chibi emotions and sprites. Epic story. No one's done the World of Ruin. They keep trying to. I've noticed they keep trying to copy the World of Ruin. That format, that structure, where everything goes to shit in the middle of the game, and then everything from the middle onwards is dark as fuck. Everything's in tatters. They've been trying to repeat that. They tried to do an FF15. They did it successfully in Dragon Quest XI, but nowhere near this one. Fucking FF6, one of the greatest. Lost Odyssey, one of the greatest JRPGs nobody's played. Nobody's played Lost Odyssey. They don't even bother to emulate it. You got better chance of emulating 360 games than you have PlayStation 3 games. Yet nobody's bothering to emulate it, Lost Odyssey. They're waiting for that PC port that will never come. They're waiting for that remaster that will never come. Chrono Trigger, I think it is overrated, but not in a bad way. People keep mentioning it in the same breath as FF6. I don't think it's as good as FF6. I don't think it has a story anywhere near as good as FF6. But I do like that it's way ahead of its time. Really streamlined. Like, really streamlined. The game's not too difficult. It's got great music. It's just got great design, art design, constantly moving you from different location to location, different periods of time. All that time bending shit they were doing. Multiple endings, fucking dope. Dragon Quest XI. I'm not a poser anymore. I'm not a poser, Dragon Quest poser anymore. Nah, I've not played Xenogears. But the thing is, I'm kind of put off playing Xenogears because it's more like a visual novel than a game. I've seen an extensive playthrough of Xenogears. Extensive playthrough of Xenogears. From actually someone I don't speak to anymore because they're not a good person. And I cut ties with them. But I did manage to catch the Xenogears streams. But I'm just getting the ones out of the way that need to, before people doze off and get bored, like 20 minutes into this video. Lost Odyssey is the best JRPG ever made that nobody's played. Nobody's played. I can't think of anyone I know that's played it. That plays JRPGs. On Twitter, everyone's banging on about JRPGs 24/7. They're farming for engagement, clout, whatever. But no one talks about Lost Odyssey. The story is one of the best. Yeah, I know of its reputation and the story. It's just it's very visual novel. Like, just read. I don't know if I'm ready for that, man. I've only just got to like the fourth Trails game third Trails game in 4 years. One day I'll just bang out Xenogears though. But I'm not gonna put any JRPG on the list that I haven't played, so. But it's gonna be way more extensive than some random e-girls list. At least there will be some representation. Let's take a look at this list. I don't even know half of these. They all look fucking like lolly trash. So it's lolly. I've heard Atelier is just like a really popular franchise, but it just doesn't appeal to me. Atelier. Fucking how many Atelier games have they made? I've heard Atelier Iris. It's good. Button Katos, that was the GameCube game. I never played it. Never Button Chaos, Blue Dragon. I played Blue Dragon. I'd say put Blue Dragon in the... I have fond memories. I have fond memories of Blue Dragon. I'll put it in the B category. B for Blue Dragon, and B is where it'll be. It's a damn good JRPG. Blue Dragon is. It's not as good as Lost Odyssey, but I think the combat has a lot more depth after like the first 15 hours, 10-15 hours. It's actually a really good game. The story actually picks up a lot. It's very cartoonish. It relies on tropes, but I think it's just very typical Toriyama style. He was copying what's it called? Dragon Ball Z archetypes, so Dragon Ball archetypes in this. The main character is literally Goku, Son Goku. Bulma is one of the characters, and the third one was like a cross between a bunch of characters, man. It's a damn good JRPG though. I'll put that B. We have, don't know what the hell, Bravely Second. I played Bravely Default. I've played Bravely, but I haven't played Bravely Second. I put Bravely at B. The story wasn't anything crazy, but I remember the first time Bravely Default came out, the combat system was so fucking dope. The combat was just amazing. I loved the combat. It was addictive and engaging. It's kind of like FF3 Bravely Default. For me, FF3 doesn't really have great characters or story, but the combat is brilliant. I gotta put Breath of Fire 3. 3 was my first one, I think. Breath of Fire 2, was it 3 I played? I think my first Breath of Fire was 2. I always get 2 and 3 mixed up. It was... No, it was Breath of Fire 3. I remember playing it on a disc that had like FF Tactics on it. Fucking fantastic JRPG, Breath of Fire 3. That's another underrated franchise. I don't know if they're remastering or remaking this, but it's really, really underrated Breath of Fire franchise. Never played 4, never played... Haven't played Chrono Cross. The remaster I want to play. I want to play that one. There's some JRPGs I'm gonna put on this list that I don't feel either one way or the other about them. I don't hate them, I don't love them. They're just okay. I couldn't really tell you what they do amazingly. With Breath of Fire 3, I just like... I don't know if it does anything exceptional. It's just had a unique, distinctive world, and the way it kind of signposted and gated certain sections of the community, certain sections of the game off, was really fucking cool. And there's some really tough bosses as well. Okay, affected. Yeah, I think Breath of Fire is just one of those JRPGs that I think people should play because of their distinctive worlds. Dark Fables, Chrono Cross, Citizen... That Sakura Wars, I don't know what that is. Dark Chronicle. I'm ashamed to say I never played Dark Cloud or Dark Chronicle. Sorry, I never actually played Dark Cloud. That is amazing though. On PS2, I think. I never played Deltarune. I haven't played Undertale. I've seen multiple playthroughs of Undertale. You know what? I feel confident in rating Undertale. I think it's a B. Undertale. It's got the Earthbound Mother energy that JRPGs don't have anymore. But I'm confident from everything I've seen, complete playthroughs, that this is definitely a very B JRPG. RPG. Never played no Digimon games. Let's see. Digimon, blah blah, Digimon, bloody hell. Disgaea, I tried getting into Disgaea. I think Disgaea is the one where you're penguins, it's like a grid-based RPG and you're stacking penguins up and you're doing like 500,000 millions of HP of damage. Hey, Vector, what up? I think I played tried to play this game on PS2. That might have been. Oh, I'm getting this guy mixed up with another franchise. I don't know. I remember I tried getting to this guy and I could never get into it. Never played Dot Hack on PlayStation 2. Never could get into the Dot Hack. Never played any Dragon Ball Z RPGs. We got Dragon Quest. I've played all 11. I've actually got through about a third of 5. 5 is meant to be the best Dragon Quest. A lot of Dragon Quest guys go that 5's the best, but I haven't finished it, so I don't feel confident putting it on the list. And I never got through more than half of Dragon Quest 8. I just couldn't connect with Dragon Quest. I connect with Dragon Quest now because I'm craving traditional JRPGs. But back then I was such a Final Fantasy. I was so into Final Fantasy, I just couldn't reprogram. I couldn't understand fighting the enemies in first person. Like I was like, oh, dude, I need to see my characters on screen. I couldn't reprogram, Phoenix Downs, potions, high potions, Curaga, Kazing, Kazimel, Kazan. I just couldn't. You can't reprogram yourself when they start renaming and everything. The 8 is too light of a story on characters. Yeah, it looked amazing. I just could not get into it. I didn't really like the protagonist of Dragon Quest 8. All Dragon Quest protagonists are kind of bland. Or most of them are kind of bland. That's why I've been trying to play Dragon Quest 5. Emulate Dragon Quest 5 lately. Because apparently that has the most emotional, engaging story. That has like a proper story. Not just an avatar for the player. And just archetypes and stuff. So I feel so bad not being able to put any Dragon Quest games on this, but hopefully when I do like a 2026 edition, I'll get them on there. Because Dragon Quest, I'm gonna play Dragon Quest 3 this year, November. Dragon Quest 3, I pre-ordered it from Square Enix store, the HD 2D. So I'll be playing Dragon Quest 3. So maybe I'll be able to say something about it. Etrian Odyssey, I've never played that. I've heard good things about Etrian Odyssey. Hope Dragon Quest 12 becomes a franchise highlight. Same. And I hope Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D takes off, so they start remaking the games that people want them to remake, like 5. Otherwise, I'd have finished 5. I think. I don't know what these are. Etrian Odyssey, Fate. I never played the Fate. Final Fantasy. This FF is. I think this one is Final Fantasy. It's the non-Square Enix FF. I've played this one. I'm gonna put this. This was pretty decent. This one was pretty decent. This was a C though. Mystic Quest. This is what this is. I think this is FF. Yeah, it's Mystic Quest. Final Fantasy Mystical Quest or Mystic Quest. Nah, that's not FF1. I'm pretty sure this is Mystical Quest. Oh, this is FF1. Okay. I'll still put it at C. Then. It was nice and simple. Okay. We have FF2. This is like Dragon Quest Castlevania 2. I didn't like the system. I didn't like the systems of you level up your magic based on how much you use it. Like I didn't like that. I didn't like that system. And his dungeons, I didn't like his dungeons either. FF2 is kind of like it's not divisive. It's just one of the more unpopular FFs. But I would still put it at C. It was still doing so much ahead of it, like so much in terms of systems compared to the first game. F2 is pretty great. Yeah, I agree it's groundbreaking. I just could not get behind it. I didn't like his systems. I didn't like this dungeons. I couldn't. But yeah, you're right. Maybe it was ahead of its time. Like maybe I didn't need to replay it like I replayed 12. Because 12 grew on me every time I replayed the game. This is Final Fantasy 4. Okay, so they have 4 and they've got the sequel, the Dawn, or so whatever it is. I'm gonna put 4 is amazing. I like that. I like that weapons in 9, learning skills before moving on. With the weapons in 9, yeah. I mean, you could just say that with that Esper system. Esper system of FF6, where you learn an ability from an Esper and then equip another one to learn their abilities. I would put FF4. I struggle with you know what? Fuck it, it's an S, man. I just, it hovers between A and S, but in the end it's S. 4 and 6 are the best classic FFs, in my opinion. 4 was the first FF where they had a story that made you care. Like, you gave a shit about Cecil and Rosa. You gave a shit about Palom and Porom. You gave a shit about Sid. You actually gave a crap. Yeah, but that's very difficult. I played the 3DS remake. Very tough. I never finished it though. I played the original many times though. I played the original FF4 many times. I love the stuff with Cecil and the Dark Knight. For all the reasons people love Shadowbringer for FF14. That was the Shadowbringer of its time. The big subversion. FF4 was the big subversion of the classic FF, like archetypes. At least with the main character. Yeah, the other guys were just like archetypes, summoner, you know, healer. Let's see. FF5, I'm not a big fan of FF5. I'm gonna put FF5 on. FF5's not bad. You know what? I'll put it on B. I like it more than FF1 and 2. I like FF5 more than 1 and 2. I love its epic moments like Battle on the Bridge with Gilgamesh and all that stuff. I do like Bartz as a character. I like Faris and the whole thing that she's not a man, she's a woman, Farisa and stuff. I like that stuff. Yeah, it has charm, and I do like the music, and I do like the dungeons. 5 has the best dungeons. 5 has easily the best dungeons, in my opinion. FF4 is great, but I don't like how the twins are just back at the end. I like that. It's fake out. They're all fake out deaths. Sid is a fake out death. Palom and Poromaz is a fake out death. But I like the fact that they scared the audience. Like they dealt with death and grief and all that. I like that. Yeah, best version of the drop system. Yeah, I agree. FF5 is a B for me. Definitely a B. Most of these have been easy picks, so I think as I'll go through the list, a lot of these become harder for me. I've never played the sequel to 4. That was a mobile only. FF7. I'm gonna put FF7 in A. I'm actually partially to blame for. I'm one of the people that overhypes FF7. I love FF7. I love it, but I do think it's overhyped. I think if you play FF6, you'll realize FF7 wasn't doing anything groundbreaking apart from the visuals. You're like, if you play FF6, I promise you'll realize FF7, apart from the 3D graphics, wasn't doing anything memorable apart from maybe the story. The more gritty, grounded, relatable eco-warrior, eco-terrorism, sort of like gritty story. So I'll put it at A, I think. It's amazing game. But I used to overhype it for fucking years. For years, I was like, nothing will ever beat FF7. And then I played the other ones. And then I was like, okay, I'm educated now. A bit more educated on this series. Dude, FF10 too, man. Oh, boy. My only hot take on this list, I think my only hot take will be FF10 too. Because I bought FF10 2 on release day. even though it was getting 7 out of 10 reviews, it was like getting 7.5 out of 10 reviews. Sometimes even 6 out of 10 reviews. But I had such a it's nostalgia. I had such an affection for 10 coming off 10. I was like, holy shit, this is a sequel to 10, and no one was buying it. It didn't really sell really well. But I played the international version, the remaster one, and it's such a good it's such an engaging game, like from a gameplay perspective. Like it has probably for me the most engaging combat system, recruiting the monsters, making them learn abilities, optimizing them. Like I had a Chocobo Tonberry and like a Machina Python group that would just wreck all bosses. I'm talking about a high level Aeon Cup, like the whole, you had like tournaments that you could play in the international version of 10.2, and you could create your own mix and match it. You can have an Adamantoise, and you can have Riku and an Adamantoise, or you can have Pain and an Adamantoise, and it was such a fucking engaging battle system, man. Such an engaging battle system. F10.2 is fun in a campy way. Yeah, and it's the first time that it was like, what does a JRPG world look like? Or how does it like what does it look like post the big bad? What happens after the end of a JRPG? It answers that question. The political fallout, the factions, the rebuilding. You know, it dealt with that kind of stuff, like the youth league and the New Yevon and the youth league. I love that story. They didn't really go into it as much as I would have liked, but I like the idea about their way of life and their beliefs were completely shattered after the end of 10, and people gave up on Yevon and the church and all the lies and all this bullshit, and then a youth league rose up like a rebellion almost, as offering an alternative way. It was brilliant. It's brilliant. I think people don't give it the credit. It was campy, but it was the best way I've seen them depict a world that takes place after you've beaten the final boss. It's fucking amazing. It's B. It's definitely B. Most people like to put it in C or D. I'm gonna put it in B. I actually love that game. I love that game. It's got so many nice side quests. It lets you immediately revisit in non-linear. It's non-linear as well. In most sequels like to gate off like old parts of the world that you've been to. Now you have every location available to you from the beginning. You have your ship. They're like, go wherever the fuck you want. You want to go see Waka and see how Lulu's doing in the pregnancy right now? Go do it. Or you're like, fuck that, I want to go see Kamari. How's Kamari doing? I want to go here, I want to go there. Completely non-linear. World of FF has monster recruit system too. Okay. Yeah. I always like a good recruitment system. So yeah, 10.2 is a B. 10. Okay, 10. I'm gonna put A. I really like 10. I really like 10. It's popular now to shit on 10. Popular now to shit on FF10. Because I get it. People are like, oh, it's linear. It was really linear. There was no open areas apart from like calm lands. But I like the focus. You know, you like Yuna's on a pilgrimage or journey, wherever it is, right? So having it be focused and directed in just one forward momentum rather than too many side distractions makes no sense to me. It makes no sense that on her pilgrimage is not the single most important thing that she has to do, right? And all the characters like would defy the archetypes. You know what I mean? They defied the kind of archetypes that you usually see. So I love that. Waka wasn't an archetype. Definitely wasn't an archetype, even though he looks like a monk. Oren wasn't a typical archetype, but Tidus wasn't anything. He wasn't really a thief. He wasn't really a knight. Like, I love it. It felt more believable than previous FFs. Plus, it was the first voiced FF, so 10 gets better for me each time. Even the voice actor, which I know people have problems with, was solid first time. Yeah, there's a charm. There's a charm to FF10. I love it. I love 10. Plus, I like the world design. It's really unique. They took like Hawaiian Islands. They took Hawaiian Islands as inspiration. I was like, dude, that's brilliant. That's as brilliant as FF8 when they took inspiration from like, I don't know where they took inspiration, but I like that. You had flying gardens, schools that were like flying gardens. I love that. So 10 is definitely an A for me. let's see. 11. I can't really see nothing about it. I wasn't into the MMOs. 12, mate. I'm struggling with 12. 12 is another game for me that floats between A and S, but I think I don't want to put it in S. I don't think I love it as much as I love these ones. You know what? Fuck me. Yeah, I'll put it in A. I'll put it in A. It's a damn good game. 12 is so ahead of its time. I'm glad we're able to revisit these games, because then you really learn to appreciate it. I think 12 had amazing combat. I love the gambit system. They've just not been it. They've never repeated or reused the gambit system, which I hate that fact. I don't know if it's because it requires too much work to give the player that much control over the AI, or maybe they can't put enough work into it to make the AI do what the player not get frustrated with the AI because it's not doing specifically what you wanted to do. But the Tales games have been doing AI gambit systems for a while. 12 is my darling, but it would be better with a true protag. Yeah, Ivan is not really an interesting protagonist, which is why I see Balthier and Bosch as the protagonists. There was a debate in the FF12 community. They were theorizing that Balthier was meant to be the MC. He was meant to be the MC, but because he's an older gent, they decided against it. I don't see that personally. I think every character is a main character in that. Ash as well, yeah. Ash's wasn't interesting. Ashalia Benagan. You had the first bad guy Sid in the series as well. Sid was a bad guy in 12 and 13. 12 and 13 are the only two games where Sid is a bad guy. I love Sid in 12. He's one of my favorite Sids in all FF. Every game has a Sid, but the one I remember most is FF12 Sid. He was a bad guy. Let's see. 12, 13, fuck. I'm gonna put 13. Okay, 13 has amazing music. It has a good combat system. It's a terrible story. It has a laughable story. Terrible lore. I'm gonna put it in D. I have to. I've spent years trying to find redeeming qualities, and the only thing I can truly say is great about FF is the graphics and the music, but it's not enough to put it above like D tier, man. Legit. No, it's all downhill from there. Yeah, I hate 13 to more than 13. They're all D, and I just couldn't. And Lightning Returns is the only FF I never bought. Like, that was a true turning point for me, a true low for the fandom, where you weren't even curious to check out an FF. I wasn't even curious to check it out. I was like, if they're gonna keep riding 13, I'm out. I'm checking out. Never let Motomo Toriyama be the main director again. Yeah, he rode this train so fucking hard. Lightning Returns. I never played 12 Remnant Wings, so I can't really say much about Lightning Returns. D as well. The whole trilogy's a fucking D, man. It's for one thing. You thought FF was dead. Yeah. And they gave us hope with Versus 13. Okay, what is this? Is this, this is FF14. This ain't real. This is vanilla FF14, right? Yeah, I'm gonna put, because I know I've played up to Shadowbringer, so it's a D. I thought Realm Reborn was okay. Yeah, that was broken. I thought Realm Reborn was okay. It was only until the patch content that I really enjoyed it. But I think it's a C. Realm Reborn's patch content is where I really got interested. Like I have streams that I've recorded either on YouTube or Twitch where I go, yeah, it's the patch content that really started getting me interested. With what else? 15. Fuck me. FF15. FF15, man. This betrayed me, this game. 15 betrayed me. At the time, if anyone remembers me when I was streaming and playing it, I actually enjoyed this game. 1 or 2 years later, I was like being a bit more objective about it. And I was like, dude, they just fumbled the ball. They dropped the ball on so much stuff. But it's nowhere near as bad as OG FF14 or Lightning Trilogy. It's a C. I can't understate its good qualities, but it just wasn't enough. There was so much promise, and it fumbled the ball, man. It was like 7 years of versus 13 hype really brought this game down. Really brought this game down. And then having the DLCs cancelled, because I actually liked the Prompto, Gladiolus, and the Ignis DLC. I actually liked those DLC. But once they started cancelling it, I was like, you know what? You had no vision for this game. You spent so long trying to fix this, that we kind of got we got gaslit by this game. We legit got gaslit. There was cope, and there was we gaslit ourselves into thinking this was good. When we were able to see what we had missed and what they could have put in, we were like, holy shit, what were we thinking, man? Fucking knock this, man. You give people edgy MC, they fucking cream their pants, man. They suspend all logical and rational thinking, man. 15. Crisis Core was an 8 when I played on PSP. When I finished the Crisis Core Reunion, it was a 7 out of 10. It's also a C, I'd say. Yep, Crisis Core is also a C. I used to have goggles, like nostalgia goggles, rose-tinted spectacles for the compilation of FF. I was like, FF. It was like Naruto. There were only 2 things in my life at that stage of my life. Naruto and Final Fantasy VII. Nothing else outside these things existed. If you think I'm a pleb now, dude, you don't know me like around like early uni time. I did like hanging out with the bros, but the main story of 15 was meh throughout. Yeah, and I hate the mining town that was next to Titan. Hate that. Nothing to do there. You go to Altitia, it gets destroyed within the first 20 minutes. Altitia is fucking gone in the 20 minutes. You don't get to inhabit a place and get a sense of the world and how everything joins together. You're going from a safari park to a beach resort to a speedboat to Altitia. It just makes no fucking sense. That game has no vision or cohesion. Because they kicked Nomura off. If Nomura had been stayed on, everything would have looked like pretty much how Insomnia looked like. He would have kept it steeped in the Gothic architecture and stuff. But because there was pressure for it to become a mainline FF, they had to create all these random locations and worlds. There's not much to the game. The game feels big, but when you actually look at where you're going and the zones you visit, they're not really big. There's like one volcano. Fuck, but yeah, why am I talking about 15? Fucking Crisis. Okay, A gets shit on too much. I'm gonna put FF8 in A. A's amazing. 8's amazing. I love 8. When I say Square had banger after banger after banger after banger, this is not a joke. Every FF8 was a hit in succession up until maybe 13. They were all bangers. Fuck it, let's just say 4 banger. 5, okay, Wait, what? Okay, six. Okay, 6 banger, 7 banger, 8 banger, 9 banger, 10 was a banger. 11 did really well. People loved FF11. It didn't have the whole 1.0 FF14 problem. Let's see. FF9. Oh man, do I judge this game based on me trying to go for the platinum trophy? You know, since the developers put the platinum trophy in the game, I'm not gonna hold grudges against 9. 9's amazing. The only thing I don't like about 9 is the summon system. You're never incentivized to use summons in the game. You just know. And it's got a really obtuse way of powering up your summons. Like if you have topaz gems or iron ore in your inventory, it raises the damage. It's just the summon system is whack. I like that the way summons integrate into the narrative, the story, but and it's a racist game. For some reason, in a medieval fantasy setting, Alexandra Kitchen. They not only is like Vector told me that Queen is a racist Chinese stereotype, but they have got black house slaves from the 1900s working in the kitchens. I'm like, what's a 1900s black cook slave working in a medieval fucking castle with everyone with German names? It's like so pathetic. Queen are the Chinese and the blacks work in the kitchen. Like, what are they thinking? Why did they do that? Okay, but 9's great. 9's great though. Let's see. We have. This is 7 Remake. I have huge issues with 7 Remake. 7 Remake. 7 Remake is a B for me. But that's only because Rebirth is gonna be at A. Yeah, I think FF7 Remake is. I hate Aerith. I hate the ending. I hate the side quests. If you look at Remake, it has a lot wrong with it. Remake. Let's see. Give me a sec. I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add Rebirth to this 800 list. JRPG has forgot to put Rebirth in. I don't know when they updated this, but somebody should have updated this. I'm gonna add Rebirth. They don't have Rebirth on this. I hate her voice acting in English. Her personality is different from the original game. She's a bit sassy. I want Aerith to be how I remember. I don't need her to be this sassy kind of jokey chick. I know she's insulated and her jokes are all like dad jokes and mom jokes and she's kind of like awkward. I don't like it, and I don't like Brianna White. I don't like YouTubers fucking using their clout to get voice acting gigs, man. The voices for Aerith that they had were perfectly fine, and they just like decided, yeah, let's go for YouTuber Brianna White. Why? Sorry, just give me a sec. I'm just adding Rebirth to the list. But yeah, Rebirth is an A. Just such a huge improvement over Remake. What about Aerith? I mean, even in the AOG, Aerith has sassy. I know, but it's just, you know, when you have a vision of someone in your head based on the writing of the character, because obviously those little sprites didn't emote or anything. You have an idea of that person in your head, and the way they translated Aerith into like 3D expressions and her voice and everything, it just did not. I couldn't click with it. It just couldn't. I didn't gel with it. I wanted it to be more like the Aerith I knew from Advent Children. Advent Children. Like I wanted her personality to be kind of like, like cute and but not cute, but like noble. Like there's some nobility to her. She don't hold it down like that, man. She just comes across. I don't know, man. I just don't like Brianna White's fucking voice acting, man. And everything hinges on Aerith in this franchise. You need to nail that character. That's exactly why I played FF7 Rebirth in Japanese. Yeah, like yeah, I would take her at Crisis Core level back when she was new Zack, the way she interacted with Zack. But I can't put my finger on it, man. Making bratty faces and stomping her foot when she doesn't get what she wants. Yeah, there's something just wrong with the way they presented it, I think. I liked her in Rebirth because she was more aware of Cloud's mental state and her own fate, and she was taking things seriously. And you know, they course corrected a little bit, Rebirth, but she in Remake she wasn't like how I imagined. On the flip side, Barrett's yeah, he's amazing. Barrett holds it down. The biggest improvement they made is Barrett and Yuffie. I really like Yuffie, and I really like Barrett in this game. Yeah, Tifa's amazing. In Remake, I thought Tifa had the perfect voice actress. Like, I would pitch perfect. Not a single delivery out of place. Tifa was amazing. She didn't have an anime voice. That's what I love about Tifa. She doesn't have a fucking anime voice like Aerith does. Aerith sounds like female Elmo. I always refer to voices I hate like female Elmo. She sounds like female. If Elmo was female, like Aerith's pissing me off. Brianna White. It's what voice actors think anime dub sounds like what an anime dub is. That kind of shit. Right. Cloud is good as well, better than his Advent. Yeah, agreed. Cloud's amazing. Let's see. Alright, we're almost through the FFs. Harry Potter. Is Harry Potter a JRPG? Oh no, we're not done with FF yet. Alright, we've got Pocket Edition FF15. We have Final Fantasy Echo of the... I don't know what that is, but I've heard of it. Crystal Chronicles, I've played it, but on GameCube. But I didn't like the story. The gameplay was decent, but I'll put it C. I can't really say much about Crystal Chronicles. Me and my friends played it on GameCube. Oh yeah, Tactics. Oh hell, dude, you know where Tactics is going, mate. You know where Tactics is going. The version of Tactics. My brothers played A2. I haven't played A2. But I actually, you know what? Mystic Quest. Let me just put Mystic Quest on C. It was a good attempt at a non-Square Enix studio doing Final Fantasy, but it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. Yeah, Tactics. I know. Okay. Okay, let's just go for the PlayStation 1 Tactics. Tactics is going in fucking S, mate. This is the magnum opus. This is the magnum opus. It's so great. The political intrigue is great. The writing is great. The combat system is fucking amazing. Obviously it takes a lot from 5, but its hybrid class system, fucking amazing. It's just amazing putting together a squad in this game. It is very much like Unicorn Overlord. You've got named characters and you've got recruitable characters. You can build them up, swap them out. I loved it. Ram's story, the leader in Ram's story was fucking amazing. I was like, Final Fantasy can be something else. It can, if you write it good, it can be something else. I don't think FF can afford to be anything else right now. My boy, HP gonna spike his hair up and use the Gryffindor sword instead of his wand. Harry Potter JRPG. This list didn't need to be 800 games would be big if he's putting Western games in there. Alright, tactics is definitely an A. Yes, sorry. Alright, we've got. Unfortunately, the only Fire Emblem game I've played was Fire Emblem Awakening on the DS. So, Fire Awakening, that was a fucking damn good game. I'm not aware of the fandom for Fire Emblem. I don't think it's controversial me putting Awakening on A. It was a fucking amazing game. I don't remember much, but I do remember I put more hours onto that on the DS than almost any other game. Fucking amazing game. It's like Advance Wars. I look at Fire Emblem as Advance Wars. I don't play it for the story. I play it for the gameplay. Advance Wars was another fucking damn good game. 1 and 2. Let's see. Having permadeath was actually really fucking dope as well. That was my first experience with permadeath for characters. Three Houses is the most loved. Yeah, that's the Switch one. That's like a new one though. Alright, we got Fire Emblem Echoes, Fire Emblem Front Mission. Never played the Front Mission games, unfortunately. Illusion of Gaia, blah blah blah. Golden Sun. I've never played Golden Sun or Golden Axe. Grandia. I've never played. I played Grandia 2. That got ported to PlayStation. Wait, PlayStation 2 Grandia. I don't feel I can qualify an opinion on Grandia. I've played it, but I can't qualify an opinion on Grandia 2. So we got. Dude, we're coming up to the K. We're coming up to the fucking Kingdom Hearts, mate. I got a lot to say about Kingdom Hearts. Okay, Birth by Sleep. Actually, okay, this is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. This is chronologically the oldest, like the earliest event. I'm gonna put Birth by Sleep in B. I actually think Birth by Sleep is better than Kingdom Hearts 1. It's better than 3. It's better than Dream Drop Distance, I think. I actually really like Birth by Sleep. That was the point where I was like, okay, I understand who the Keyblade Masters are. I understand how this whole Keyblade inheritance thing works. I like Terra, I like Aqua, and I liked Ventus. I like Sarah, but respect on 358 over 2 days. Yeah, I've only experienced 358 over 2 days as a film, not a game. But as a film, I don't. By 358 over 2 days, it got too convoluted with Shion. But I do like seeing Ventus's time with Organization 13. I appreciate us seeing his time with Organization 13. So, but yeah, Birth by Sleep is definitely a B. I'm gonna put Kingdom in its next Kingdom Hearts. 358 over 2 days. I have to put it as C. As a game, I don't think I would have. I don't think I would have the patience for a game. Yeah, I have to put it as C. I appreciate the story aspect of it, and seeing Shion and Axel and fucking these guys. But as a game, I've never experienced it as a game. I don't know if it's that good. I've seen the whole film that came on the collection. So see. Okay, let's see. Oh shit, I see a couple of games coming up that I'm gonna love. Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay, 2 is... Bro, you know Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 is my feel-good game, man. When any summer that I was ill, there was one summer where I was ill, like stupidly ill, with a chest infection. And this was the game I used to get through the illness and get through that period of time. It's just such an amazing game. The combat is fucking perfect. The fan service is amazing. The stories are great. The way they handle the Disney worlds with 2 short trips rather than 1 long trip, and then you just forget about that world. Because Kingdom Hearts 1 did the whole, you visit the world once and it's actually 3-4 hours. Kingdom Hearts 2 decided you're going to visit these worlds twice. One for the Disney fan service for like 90 minutes, and then when Organization 13 starts fucking with these worlds, you go back. Similar to me in Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah. So 2, that was amazing. The big culmination of the 100,000 Heartless battle, fucking amazing. They had 16 plus FF characters in there. It was everything Kingdom Hearts. It was like the magnum opus Kingdom Hearts. And then they decided, yeah, FF characters are not important to the story. They kicked them all out. I'm like, you had 16 plus FF characters in 2, your magnum opus game. Are you so stupid that you don't think that they had anything to do with it? Or you don't think Squall and Cloud back to back, or the Sephiroth battle had anything to do with how beloved Kingdom Hearts 2 is? Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking thick? Nomura, are you fucking stupid and thick, Nojima? If characters have absolutely nothing to do with the success of Kingdom Hearts, you are brain dead if you think that's not the case. Alright. See. Kingdom Hearts. We could have had the characters protect the princesses of Hearts in the Disney Wars. They could have become the bodyguards. Easily. I don't know where, like, how these guys are getting back to their worlds. They're lost. That's the whole point. You're lost in these worlds. You're lost in Disneyland or wherever it is. You're stuck here. And they were just hiding away while fucking Xehanort was having his way with fucking everyone. Because now we're coming up to Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm sorry. It's a D, mate. It's a fucking... Yeah, it's a D. Kingdom Hearts is a fucking D. I just struggle to find anything redeeming about that game. And I hate the ending. I hate that Xehanort's not the big bad anymore. After all this fucking song and dance about Xehanort being this mastermind, he's not the mastermind. The master of masters, some guy they pull out their ass. Some nigga they pulled out their ass in like a Union Cross is the master. They pull him out their ass. Pulling villains out their ass every fucking turn. I'm sorry. It's for autistic people. Only autistic people like Kingdom Hearts. I like moments in the DLC. Yeah, but you have to pay for those moments, man. Fuck that. $24.99. $24.99. This is the game is this? This must be the PSP version. Chain of Memories I really like. Coded. This is Chain of Memories. If this is Game Boy Advance. I like Chain of Memories. I like the card battle system. I'll put it in B. I actually like Chain of Memories. Chain of Memories is really dark. Gets really dark. For the card battle system was actually really dope. And I'm gonna put Kingdom Hearts Coded, which is that mobile game, right? That's gonna go way down the list. Coded way down the list. It's right there next to Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 1, that's be interesting. I have such nostalgia. I feel like you can't recapture the magic of playing Kingdom Hearts 1 for the first time. The mystery. You know, before you knew what was going on, there was so much mystery. It was such an elegant opening. And the mystery of 1, I love 1. It's not as good as Kingdom Hearts 2, but it's an A for sure. Where is it? Fuck me. Dream Drop Distance is a game like 10-2, which actually has its redeeming qualities. I think I replayed Dream Drop Distance on the collection after I'd played it originally on the 3DS. I think Dream Drop Distance it always comes down to recruiting monsters, and Dream Drop Distance was the one where you recruit monsters. I don't know what it is about recruiting monsters that suddenly makes games so much better. But I've changed my mind on Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Yeah, like a fever dream of a game. Yeah, I'm gonna put Dream Drop Distance. You know what? I'm gonna put it at B. I enjoyed it much more my second time. Dream Drop Distance. I really got into the weeds of, recurring characters, and I do like the flow motion system. People say they hated it where characters were bouncing off, like grinding rails and bouncing off like the sides. I like the flow motion system of Dream Drop Distance, especially on the 3DS, and I love the integration. I think when it came to the collection, all those gimmicks were gone, so I was able to engage with the game on a not on a surface level. It's like a spectacle surface level. I was able to engage with it on like a systems level, and that's when I kind of really engaged with the Triceratops dinosaurs, the little dream eaters that you would recruit and fuse and evolve. I think that was really fucking cool. Dude, they need to learn that just create a recruitable monster system and your game is like times 2, like 2 times better. They need to do that. Let's see. Okay, this is a Union Cross. You know, because of everything these games did to the franchise, these are going down, right down here. All the games that convolute the plot, the story, from the core games are going in D tier. I have zero respect for these games. Zero respect. It's like a bag of air. Get a bag of chips, and it's like 2/3 a bag of air. That Kingdom Hearts is a bag of chips, which has 2/3 bag of air. 2/3 of the bag is just fluff and air. Or air. They're still making mobile games. Yeah, fuck them. Dark Road. Kingdom Hearts Dark Road is their mobile game. Fuck that. I'm not even gonna add Dark Road onto this. Not even because I haven't played it. It's just it doesn't deserve to be on this list. Let's see. This is Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, this was another trash game. This one, another fucking trash game. Most Kingdom Hearts is fucking trash. Naruto. One Naruto game that's gonna be a fucking S tier on this. Leave that. Okay, let's move past Kingdom Hearts, man. Let's see. Alright, Inazuma 11, never played those. Shadow Hearts, I want to play Shadow Hearts. I've never played those. I really want to play Shadow Hearts. I've played the last story. I don't know whether I should fucking put this as D or B tier. Did you see me stream Last Story? The Switch game, which was running in like 0.5 speed sometimes. Did you see me stream The Last Story? And the end boss was so fucking stupid. So ridiculously cheap. I rage quit that game and I YouTubed the ending. I think you were there, Vected, when I was playing the last story. I literally streamed the whole game. It's a good game, but that ending just pissed me off. So I'm gonna have to put it somewhere between B and D. It's gonna go in. Yeah, I blacked it from my mind. I'm gonna put it in C. Last story is a C. Such a horrendous fucking ending. End boss. Horrendous. Okay, we got Live Alive. I need to play that still. But that might be my 2026 edition. Lunar Silver Star Story. Need to play those, finish those. Rise of Mana, I need to play those. Children of Mana. Dawn Heroes of Mana, Mario Superstar. So, dude, these people use any excuse to get Mario gaming. Mario, Luigi, where's Paper Mario? Where's Paper Mario? The 1,000-Year Door. Super Mario. Legend of the Seven. What the fuck is this? Yeah, let's just forget Mario. I'm getting fucking flashbacks to Giovanni. I'd rather not have those. Mega Man. I never played Battle Network games. Mega Man. This person did not understand the assignment. This person who put 800 games did not understand the assignment. I haven't played Digital Devil Saga, Shin Megami Tensei. I've not played Soul Hackers. I've not played Devil Summoner. I've not played the Persona D. These are the SMT games. Last Bible, not played those. There we go. Nocturne, SMT Nocturne is going in A category. This was my first Shin Megami Tensei game, and it starred the Devil May Cry 2 Dante. That's the reason I picked it up. This is why I thought making your own would be better. Yeah. SMT Nocturne was my first Persona, and I bought it because of a 7 out of 10 review. This was back when 7 out of 10 reviews meant something if you read the review. If you read the body of an article, 7 out of 10, the score wouldn't matter because you sold on it. And I saw a 7 out of 10 review for this game. I was like, holy shit, I need this. That and the fact that Dante from Devil May Cry sweetened the deal because I was a Devil May Cry fan. Amazing game. Just amazing game. It deals with the occult, which always fascinated me as a kid. Like the occult, like demons and demonology and jinn and all that stuff. But the whole make your own party, the whole it's a Pokemon for adults thing, fucking amazing. Now everything gets 8s or 7s, yeah. Most games are 8s. If you think about it, most games are technically 8. It's on the rare occasion you get 9 or 10, so yeah, I love Shin Megami Tensei 3. Demi Fiend, fucking amazing. Let's see. They have Persona. No, that's Shin Megami Tensei. I don't know what that is. I never played 4. That's the DS one. The Apocalypse was the complete version of 4. Oh boy. SMT 5. Fucking love it more than SMT 3. I'm putting that in S tier. You could not find a more playable Shin Megami Tensei game. It's just so playable. That's the way I can describe it. It's just a joy to play SMT5. Even the vanilla version. Yeah, it's just amazing. I gave it a 9. I gave the original an 8.9. I couldn't bring myself to give it a 9 because of the issues I had. Some issues. I gave the Vengeance version, which is how I'm looking at it now, 9+, so it's up there. Love SMT5. Think about it. I played SMT5 vanilla, and then I told people if this comes out on console, I'm playing it again. And I played it again, and I played it again and again and again. How can I not say that's the S? How can I not say? In the space of 2 years, I've played this game vanilla once, and I've played the campaign of Vengeance 3 times in succession. How can it not be S? You know what I mean? I think your hours don't lie. It's like Marvel's Midnight Suns. I could tell you it's not my favorite game of all time. Then why did I put 200 hours into that game? Willingly put 200 hours, not even thinking about searching for the platinum and blah blah blah. That came at the end. That came in the last 10, 15 hours. You know what I mean? It was a fucking joy to play, man. I hope they put Midnight Suns on this. But I'm not gonna put any Western games on this. Let's see, Shin Megami. I don't know what these other ones. Devil Survivor. See, Mother 3. I've seen Geo play Mother 3 all the way through. It's a fucking amazing game. This is one of the only games I'll put on this list that I haven't played, but I've seen every moment of this game. Mother 3 is actually, it's the only reason I watch Geo stream. It's the only streams of Geo I was actually enthusiastic about. Not like, oh, I just feel like I have to support your streams. Because, you know, even though I fucking hate the games you're playing, Doom or whatever, I have to support streams. But this was one game I streamed in. I religiously would go to watch. That's a fucking Mother 3 is a great game. Great game. It is genuinely a great game. Ni no Kuni 2, fucking trash. This goes in the trash heap, D. Fucking trash. Absolute trash. Really half-baked systems. It had no Ghibli involvement. So they had no creativity to the story. They copied twists from the first game. Trash. Ni no Kuni 2 is such a step down for a series. Such a fucking step down. If we're talking Ni no Kuni 1, that's a different fucking story, mate. Why did they change? I have no idea. Some people complained the combat was too difficult for Ni no Kuni 1, and I think they were trying to target a younger audience so that more people would buy it. Every system is like babies first in that game. The characters weren't compelling. Ni no Kuni 1 had Ghibli's actual creative control over the narrative and the characters and the cutscenes and everything. Once they parted ways, it looked like a Ghibli game on a surface only. Just no heart. Story didn't make sense. You had the king of an empire doing busy work collecting trash off the street for people. I'm like, why is my little nigga collecting trash off the street, doing busy work when he has to build a kingdom and gain allies? Pathetic. Oh boy, Ni no Kuni, mate. Ni no Kuni 1, this special game. It's not an S, but it's definitely an A. Definitely an A. We got Octopath Traveler coming up, mate. We got Octopath fucking. They haven't put 2 in. Naruto Path of Ninja, I never played that. There will be a Naruto game. Oh, these are the RPGs, aren't they? Okay, let me add Octopath Traveler 2. Hold on. This fucking idiot has not added basic games, mate. Dude, I love that game. Fucking love that game. Got streams up on Twitch for that, or my gaming channel, Makenshi Gaming. Just so people I've got the receipts for why I like the Octopath Traveler 2 so much. Keep having to and these motherfuckers. Okay. Let's bring it back. There we go. So yeah, just before I forget, I'll put Octopath Traveler 2 on. I really loved Octopath Traveler 2. I'm gonna put it A. I had such an amazing time. You were there, Vected. Every other stream you were there. I had such an amazing time with Octopath 2. You saw me finish the ending of that game. Fucking amazing game. Alright, let's go back to... Oh, we've got Personas coming up. Naruto, Octopath. Okay, up to Octopath 2. We have Persona 3 Portable. I don't want to put multiple Personas. I'm going to put FES. So Persona 3 FES. Oh, most certainly. I'll add Unicorn on when I get to the, like, U. When I get to the U's. Persona 3 is AA. I loved Persona 3 FES. Just a damn, my first Persona. This is my first Persona game. And I still think I like it over 4. I definitely like Persona 3 over 4. It has a more emotional ending. I like the horror. I like the horror aspect of Persona. It was the first time I never felt the high school experience. The Japanese high school experience was obnoxious. I'd always found Japanese high school stuff repulsive. Any media that was like Japanese high school, I was like, fuck this, man. I was like, holy shit, it's actually really compelling. The social link system is really compelling. You know, you go to see a terminally ill guy with the long hair. I was like, holy shit, like, this game's doing shit right now. Junpei was fucking amazing. Love Junpei in this game. I'd never come across time management. So I'm kind of, it's like FF10 being people's first FF. You can never really forget your first, you know what I mean? So it's definitely an A. People have spoken at length about Persona 4 and why it's amazing, and identity politics, and the characters, man, the layers, like peeling layers of an onion, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever. Yeah. Don't get bored in the feels on this shit. Persona 4 is a B. It just can't be an A. As good as it is, it can't be an A for me. I just love Persona 3. Combat's amazing, whatever, mate. I've always been an SMT guy over a Persona guy. Always been the SMT guy. But Persona 3 is fucking something else. Persona 5. That was I've only played vanilla. Been a while, yeah. Gifty, is that you? Mr. Hunter x Hunter. I remember you used to go by that game. Is this Gifty John C. P4 to me is so great because of the small town. Yeah. Mr. Hunter x Hunter, what up, man? Gifty, what you been up to, man? Uni, you said you were in. Okay, Persona 5 was such a fucking exceptional experience. I'm gonna put it in A. I know I haven't played Raw, but I loved Persona 5. Loved Persona 5. Yeah, fucking amazing. Just doing a tier list. Thankfully, it's not going to be too big. It's going to be bigger than most casuals, but it's not going to be too big. Actually, I completely forgot an FF game. I forgot I played FF Type 0. There's Hajime Tabata. This, for me, is Hajime Tabata's best game. And it's a B. It had a really political story. It had a chocobo dying in the first 5 minutes of the game. It had a chocobo bleeding out in the first 5 minutes of the game. And the combat system was great. And they brought Diabolos back. They brought Summons back. You would take 4 classmates send them out on missions. Fucking amazing. And even though it was still under the Fabula Nova Crystallis mythology of Lissi Falsi, it kind of like reined it in a little bit. It wasn't pretentious. It was mainly about like warring factions and politics, and I actually like Type Zero a lot. A very underrated game. For me, it's the game that put the bar on the map. People will say Crisis Core. For me, it was Type Zero. Type Zero put him on the map. Let's see. We have Persona 3, Phantasy Star. I've never played Phantasy Star. Pokemon. Oh, bro. You know what? I'm forgetting all the Pokemon games. Gold and Silver is the only Pokemon that will go on my list. Where's Gold and Silver? Where's fucking Lugia, mate? Where the fuck is Lugia? Dude, if this nigga ain't got Gold and Silver on here, man, I'm gonna... Pokemon Blade. Oh, this is the latest version of Sapphire. Heart Gold. Dude, how many versions of Gold and Silver did they fucking release, Vected? Where's my Silver at? The fuck is my Silver at? He's this fucking idiot, man. What the hell is this? Let me see. Dude, where's my Silver at? Black 2, white version, Alpha Sapphire, Ultra Sun. Dude, this guy's this guy's a fucking banjoed, man. This guy's a fucking idiot. He doesn't have Gold and Silver, the best Pokemon games made. Platinum, what is this nonsense right now? Soul Silver, where is it? I don't see Soul Silver. Alright, Heart Gold. I'll have to put Heart Gold in. Fuck it. Heart Gold in. God damn. That's going in fucking S tier, man. I have so many memories. So many fucking memories of Silver. So some on Gold, same thing. Just different Pokemon. So many memories. I don't really need to say nothing about Pokemon. Even though it's still baby's first RPG, you can't describe the cultural phenomena that was Pokemon games at that time. And for me, the peak of that cultural phenomena was Silver and Gold. We would bring our fucking Game Boys into school, fam. And I would put a metal jacket onto my Onyx and trade it with my mate. They would transform into a fucking Steelix, mate. Sorry, I got someone else to trade me a Onyx with a metal jacket, so it became Steelix. Dude, Nintendo were cooking back then. They were cooking. They were fucking cooking, man. For me, it was Pokemon, Emerald, and Leaf Green. I've heard good things about Leaf Green. But after Silver, that was my generation's, like, Pokemon. Done. I'm very familiar with Sword and Shield era, just not the games. So the cards, I'm very familiar with Sword and Shield, but Radical Dreamers... Wait, Radical Dreamers is a... Isn't Radical Dreamers an add-on game to something? No, it's a text. It's a text adventure or something, I don't know. Whatever. Romancing Saga, never played those. Imperial Saga. I've not played none of the Saga. Romancing Saga. Saga Frontier I've played. Saga Frontier deserves high. I've actually finished this game recently. I've done about 7 out of 9 characters. But I've seen everything this game has to offer. Saga Frontier is an A. That is such a fucking brilliant JRPG. It was like the unicorn over, not unicorn, it was like the Octopath of its time, but way more obtuse. It's so great, Saga Frontier. It's a fucking exceptional fucking game. Exceptional game. It's out on PlayStation 4. They remastered it. They restored a full campaign of a character that was cut from the original. It's fucking amazing. Saga Frontier. I need to play Suikoden 1 or 2 remaster, but Konami have pushed it till 2025. Suikoden's one series I regret not playing. So 1 and 2 remasters coming next year. They delayed it for some reason. I could never get into Star Ocean. There was New Hope on the 360, and that was rubbish, so I couldn't get into this. Okay, Tales game, let's do this thing. Where are we? Tales of Arise, I've not played. Tales of Berseria, I could not get past 3 hours of that game. Hated the combat. It's a D. I like what they were doing with the characters. They were doing what the Shadowbringers kind of did. You look at these dark protagonists, edgy dark protagonists, and you're following the bad guys. You're ostensibly playing and following the bad guys. And the guy that's done all this good at the cost of one bad act has brought so much prosperity and happiness to people. It created a fucking amazing debate about, should I tear this system down, tear this individual down when he's done so much for these people, because he hurt me, he did one bad act. I like that, but the fucking combat was fucking annoying as shit. They would give you pages and pages and pages of tutorials about how deep the systems are, but really just came down to mashing the fucking X button. Berseria pissed me off. I couldn't get through 3 hours of that. And if you don't like a game enough to drop it, then I'm totally fair in ranking it. Because there are other Tales games that's so much better. Tales of... Can't tell what these are, but just by the covers. Tales of Eternia. Oh, Graces. Graces is underrated in my opinion. Graces is it was the first, it's the only Trails I think that follows characters from, like, they let you play these characters as kids for a huge chunk of the game, and they have their all idiosyncrasies, and then you time skip forward and these characters have all changed. It's a great Tales, and the music is one of the best. I want to put it in B. You know what? I'll put it in B. There are other Tales I like more than this, but Graces is really underrated. I actually love Graces. F. I love what they did with the childhood. I take it you guys don't fuck with Tales games. Let's see. Tales of Abyss. Where's Abyss gone? I didn't even know half these Tales. Tales of Fantasia, Tales of Abyss. Dude, they're like Tales of Rebirth, Tales of... What the fuck? Tales... Where's Abyss? Yeah, that's Abyss over there. Alright, Symphonia goes an S. I mean, Pokemon. You don't fuck it. If you guys wanna get into Tales games, and you want that one game to start with, Tales of Symphonia remaster. that's the game you start with. It's one of the best, if not the best, Tales game. Lloyd Irving Colette is similar to FF10. Her journey is similar to Yuna's journey in FF10, but the world is just much bigger. And the dynamic between Kratos and Lloyd Irving, like, I won't spoil who Kratos is. He's like a mentor, the guy who trained him, but they are a really complex relationship, and this huge lore about the Yggdrasil and the angels and all that. It's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. If there's one Tales game you should go to if you want to get into it, Symphonia. I can't recommend that more. Even that chick that you shared, Vector, she had Symphonia up there. So I agree with her. That's the one. I think Tales of Abyss is amazing. I don't have nostalgia for Abyss as much as I have for Symphonia, but I can't deny that objectively it's so fucking good. Where's Tales of the Abyss? There it is. So people consider this the second best. Second best. I don't know if it's second best, but it's damn good game. The politics is way better. The best in this game. Streamer I watch loves them though. Yeah. Tales is a very nostalgic series for people. Okay, I like Tales of Xillia, but I hated the sequel. They tried to make the sequel edgy. Ludger Kresnik. They put a completely new protagonist in Tales of Xillia 2, and I hate it. The combat was great, but everything else around it just made no sense to me. So Xillia was B, and Xillia 2 was fucking like C or D. I hate Xillia 2. Fucking hate Xillia 2. Yeah. I can't believe I bought the collector's edition of this game. After Xillia, I bought the collector's edition. I immediately sold the collector's edition. I could not. It's completely nonsensical, the plot. It just feels completely disconnected from Xillia, what we played in the first. I think it's probably like a D. Xillia 2 is where my love affair with Tales started to wane. Xillia 2 was the moment I was like, maybe this series ain't for me no more. Maybe this ain't for me no more. You always reach that point, I think. And there's probably Zestiria I never played. I heard it was shit. Vesperia. People know me and Vesperia, mate. Vesperia's an A. It's not Symphonia, but it's after that. It's probably my second, third best. Vector, you were there. You saw me put that elf lady in a swimsuit when I was playing Vesperia. You were in those streams, Vector. We saw that dragoon elf lady, and I had her going walking around in nothing. Bro, Vesperia's two jokes. Two fucking jokes. I love Yuri, the protagonist. He's a completely amoral character. He gets his hands dirty. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty. He will kill a corrupt mayor or politician for the greater good, and he does that in the game. He even beheads a character that he looks up to because he's convicted of something, and the only way to make peace is to kill that person, and he becomes a second, and it's just fucking amazing. The Don, man, it's fucking amazing. Amazing. I feel sad that I've not played the other Tales games, but I've played all the best ones. Tales. Okay, Neo, the world ends with you. I can't qualify an opinion. I've played The World Ends With You, and I've actually played half of Neo, the World. I really like the sequel. But I don't have enough affection for these games to qualify an opinion. Okay, we've got Trails games coming up. Alright, we've got Trails in the Sky. I don't think much of Trails 1. Put it in C. It was good enough. It was like I say, like Crisis Core, FF1, or, you know, Last Story, but I didn't like it enough. Trails 2. I won't bore you with Trails. The Trails is currently an ongoing series, so it would not serve me to tell you what's amazing about it. I think what's good in one game is good in the rest, you know. So, oh, they were Eternal Sonata. How the fuck did I miss that? Oh, bro, another one of the greatest JRPGs ever made that nobody's played. Eternal Sonata, 360 only. You can get it on PlayStation 3. They haven't remastered it. They have not fucking remastered it. And by the time it came out on PlayStation 3, people didn't even know it existed. Eternal Sonata is a fictional retelling of the death of the real-life musician Frédéric Chopin, Vected. So basically, Vected, I have to explain this to you. Basically, Frédéric Chopin, the real-life composer, he's on his deathbed. That's how this game starts. The real-life composer is a Japanese anime-style approximation of the composer. The real-life composer is on his deathbed. He's about to die, and he has a fever dream. And the fever dream is of him being in this JRPG world, and music, like music score and like musical terms, all play a key part in the names of the world, the places. So he's having a fever dream, and it's like JRPG, and he's the main character. He's the main, and when you do combat, you have to, when you attack an enemy, it's like a beat. It's like it's kind of like, you could kind of say it's like in rhythm to a beat, basically. So it's like kind of like Hi-Fi Rush, but it's turn-based, and you get like 15 seconds to move the character, and then you got 15 seconds to do your attack, and sometimes you have to hit and beat to do more damage. It's such a fucking exceptional game, Vected. If you can somehow play Eternal Sonata, you will fall in love with it. You will just tear up in the first like couple of hours. It's such a unique, distinct world. And basically, try Ace, who made Tales games. They had their musical team, the people that did their audio and music. They broke off from Tri-Ace, and they formed a studio called Tri Crescendo, and they said we can make an RPG. So their love was music, right? And they made a music about Frédéric Chopin, who's on his deathbed and he has a fever dream. It's so fucking good, Vector. The premise is amazing. The core themes are about death and reconciling with death, or making your peace with death is what it is. And it's such an it looks like a cutesy ass JRPG, but it's under the surface. You know the MC is dying. Like, this is the real life character, like the guy is dying, and he's kind of trying to come to terms with his broken relationships with his sister. Like, Chopin apparently had a really strained relationship with one of his female relatives. It deals with that, but in his head, he's kind of doing it in a fever dream in a JRPG, and he's dealing with inequality of his times. So in his fever dream, there's certain taxes and inequality that was going on in his world, in his life. It's such Cohesion is the name of the game. It's such a fucking amazing JRPG. I cannot fucking stress how good Eternal Sonata is. You'll be fucking crying, mate. You'll be crying, mate. Dude, I don't talk about many RPGs like this. Eternal Sonata was special, man. 360, man. What a generation that was. Alright. Let's see. We have Saga. Wild Arms. Okay, Trails. We're still on the Trails flex. Trails in the Sky. Second chapter SC was. But second chapter was a B, I'd say. I won't bore you with Trails. I could go on and on. It's an ongoing series. It's too big, man. So we're near the end, guys, by the way. We're coming to the end of this thing. There's only a few more. There's trails. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Sky, that was a filler in my opinion. It's also C. Still haven't played Arise. No, I've not played Arise. I've not played Arise. I want to though. I really want to. It's been on sale so many times. Alright, I played Zero. Zero is B. Azure is A. Steambot Chronicles. The game I've heard of. I've never played. I was back in the day. People used to play Steambot Chronicles. It's fucking amazing. TDD Trails. Yeah, I want to play Arise. I really want to play Arise. It might get me back into the Tales series, and I need that. Okay, there they are. Azure is so special. I don't think we're ever gonna beat Azure in the Trail series. I'm hoping to be proved wrong, but I'm really hoping to be proved wrong. Does my S tier look right? That's what I'm trying to think. You know what? I'm gonna move SMT5 to A. Does that have that je ne sais quoi? Does SMT5 is amazing. Full stop. Does it have that je ne sais quoi that makes it a classic? I don't know. I've moved SMT down to A. It just something just doesn't feel right. Didn't feel right. Let's put the other trails down. But it's still the best SMT, in my opinion, that I've played. Arc the Lad is another JRPG I've heard is amazing. Never got around to it. Infinite and Discovery. Jade Empire never played. Dude, I've played El Shaddai. Dude, El Shaddai is a sleeper fucking game. Ascension of the Metatron. It's a platformer slash action game where you play as an angel trying to I think he's trying to get back to heaven or something. This is a classic game. El Shaddai is. It was down. I don't know if it was physical. You couldn't buy this physical. It was only you could only get this digitally. But it was actually a really good game. I'm gonna give it I'll put it in C. No, C is still good. You know, I'll put it in B. I really liked El Shaddai. Ascension of the Metatron. That was a fucking amazing game. I don't know if it's a JRPG though. Yeah, it doesn't count as a JRPG. Sorry, it don't count. I can't count as a JRPG. You know the kind of games people try to slip in, like slide in, that really aren't JRPGs. It's not good, man. I'm playing Cold Steel 1 right now. It's about B for me right now. Is it a B? Yeah. No, it's not 0, is it? It's about a C. I'd say, objectively speaking, it's probably more of a C. Yeah, we're near the end, guys, so don't worry. Trails. And I've not played the other ones, so I can't really speak to them. Okay, Undertale, Valkyria. Oh, dude, Vagrant Story went straight to S. This is a linear dungeon crawler. Well, it's not linear. It's more like it feels more like a Metroidvania, but it's a single-player JRPG dungeon crawler made by the guy who made FF12 and Tactics. It's just distinct. There's nothing like Vagrant Story. It's got amazing cinematic. It's got cinematics that are better than Metal Gear Solid. If you guys remember Metal Gear Solid, played Metal Gear Solid for the first time on PlayStation 1 and thinking their cinematics were impressive, this one was like on that level. And it had the writing of the guy who directed FF12 and FF Tactics. And it's in E-Release. It's basically the E-Release compilation. 12 Tactics. Vagrant Story. I want another E-Release game. It was an amazing game. It was in my top 100 games of all time. So top 50. We have Career. I played Wild Arms 3. Amazing game. Tony recommended me this game. I loved this game. It's It's an amazing game. It's like a JRPG set in a world that's like the Wild West, and all the characters use guns. Twin dual-wield guns. It's really, really fucking good. The story's amazing. The world's amazing. It's a joy to play. It's very short as well. It's not long. It's quite short. Back when JRPGs could be 25 to 30 hours and just be amazing experiences, man. Xenosaga, Xenogears, Xenoblade Chronicles. I really want to play Blade Chronicles. I started it, but I was just like, it's too big. I can't finish this. I really, really want to play Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive version. Xenosaga, also something I need to play. Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'll put that on B. Very fun game, but the dungeons are just monotonous as fuck, and the difficulty spikes. The balancing of the game's terrible, fucking terrible. We coming up to East, like 10 East games. East Nostrum, East this, East that, East 7, East Dragon 2, Pokemon Masters, Pokemon. Nah, something else. Pokemon. Nayuta, Tales of Luminaria. Namco. It's Capcom. I've played that, but it's just not good enough. Not good enough. Stick of Truth. Fairy Fence. Wait, Fairy Fence F. Fairy Fencer F. Parasite Eve. Is it Parasite Eve? Yeah, this is amazing. I played Parasite Eve last year. I finished Parasite Eve last year. Damn good game. It has really obtuse upgrade system I really did not like. 5-hour game this is. You can finish this in 5 to 6 hours. Max 10. It's a very good game. It doesn't do a good job of explaining its systems. Parasite Eve is a B. Pretty decent. I'd call it a JRPG. It's kind of like a Vagrant Story in a way. So, let's see. John the Ark as well is another game that I've heard people rave about. I never play it. Sea of Stars, bro. Vected Sea of Stars, mate. That was another joyous game to play. I'm putting an A. I'll give it any less than an A. Sea of Stars, it's just a joy. Just a fucking joy. They really understood the assignment. They understood the assignment. It's the best paced RPG, and I'm calling it a JRPG. I'm breaking the one. This is the one occasion I'll break the rule. It's a Western game, but it's a JRPG. No, it's a JRPG. It's meant to look like a JRPG, have the music of a JRPG, homage. It's the one time I'll break the rule. I'll break the rule for Sea of Stars. I'll break it. Break the ass. Dude, are these Gundam games? What the fuck? Monarch, heard about that. I'm sure there are other JRPGs I've played. And actually, this is pretty comprehensive. I've added ones that were missed off myself, so I don't think I've missed. It's pretty damn comprehensive. Let's see. Valkyrie profile, triangle strategy. Okay, we're coming to the end. Valkyrie, Vandals, White Knight Chronicles, Blade, Pokemon Scarlet, Atelier Rise 3, the One Piece Odyssey. Fuck that shit. Oh, FF6. Oh, FF16. Okay, FF16. This Zach is gonna skip to the end of my video, and he's gonna see where I put 16. I gave 16 an 8.3 out of 10. It's a B. It's a B. I feel that's the best place I can put 16. It's a B. I am totally unapologetically putting that in B. It's that kind of a game. It's a low 8, so B plus probably I'd say. Vandal Hearts, Caligula, Fire Emblem, Gage, Octopath Traveler. Oh, they did add them. Octopath, yeah. So we're done, guys. This is my... Let me look at it and see if I feel differently. So here it is, guys. Let's see. Persona, dude, I never played Persona 1 and 2. I only got into Persona with 3. Same with Shin Megami Tensei. I got into SMT with 3 because those are the first games that came to the West. We never got Persona 1 and 2 as far as I know. Oh yeah, Unicorn. Thank you, Vector. Thank you. Fuck me. Unicorn, baby. Unicorn's going up there, mate. Unicorn Overlord is the kind of throwback game that we fucking sorely need in this day and age. Bro. Vector, thank you, mate. Love you, mate. Thank you, mate. You reminded me. Unicorn Overlord is so... Vanillaware can do no wrong. 13 Sentinel... Vanillaware can do no fucking wrong, in my opinion. Bro. That's the bro code right there. That's the bro code from right there. Alright, so we're gonna add Unicorn Overlord. While I wouldn't call it because of the story, because I don't think the story is exceptional in any way. Everything else, A. It's a completely unapologetic A for me. Now I've got to just look at whether or not this feels right. If there's any JRPGs you think I'm forgetting, that you think I've played, or you assume I might have played, let me know. I'm not putting the Yakuza series on this. Yakuza's a beat-em-up game. Like a Dragon was the first RPG. Okay, does this feel right to me? Vagrant, Symphonia Eternal, Pokemon, Heart Gold, Kingdom Hearts 2, Tactics, 4, Lost Odyssey 6. I wanna move Tactics down. Unicorn Overlord kind of made me think. Tactics can be obtuse as well. I'm gonna move Tactics down to A. I've reevaluated now that he's mentioned Unicorn Overlord. Oh, near games. Okay, yeah, my bad. Yes, Vector, thank you. See, Vector's like the bro code right there. He's got his bro's blind spots. Okay, let me add near. Let me just double check that they put near in there. If they didn't put near, they're fucking idiotic. I'm personally one of the people that likes near Gestalt, so near 1 story better than near 2. But I like the gameplay of near 2 better than 1. Automata. LM. They don't have near. Let me add that one. I'm just gonna, for the sake of like recency, I'll put near Gestalt. I'll just call it near Gestalt. Save. put Nier Automata. Automata. White mans would say. Nier Automata. It's like automaton. Nier Automata. Nier Automata. Automaton. Okay. Fuck it. See. Thank you. Yeah, I do, but I feel like Replicant is like, I like it with the dad. I like the dad-daughter relationship better than the brother-sister relationship. I like the fact that they did that. And Nier Automata, there we go. Let's okay, so it's the first Nier. This was a special game. I know objectively it doesn't hold up. Yeah, it was a very low budget, bare bones game. But it was a B for me when I played it. It's a double A, extremely basic, bare bones game, but it's like an A24 JRPG. It was like abstract kind of. It was just dealing with a unique world, Grimoire Vice, and the Shadow People, and it took place in our real world, but it dealt with like existential themes, those kind of things. It was just so unique and different, and it was amazing. But objectively, I'd say it's like a B level. And Automata, I'd say. Automata would be. This is difficult for me. I like the story of Nier better. The gameplay is not as much. Automata gameplay is king. You know what? I'll put it in A. Gameplay is king. Gameplay is king. I'll put it in A. I'll put it in A. I need to quickly check. I need to quickly confirm whether or not Breath of Fire 3 is the one I played. Fire 3. It was Tiger. There's a boss in the game that was Tony the Tiger. And yep, it was Breath of Fire 3. I lovingly refer to one of the characters in Breath of Fire as Tony the Tiger, and it was Breath of Fire 2 I played. So yeah, I got it mixed up. It was mixed up. It's Breath of Fire 2 that I played. Let's go to B again quickly. Breath of Fire 2. That was the one. I really did love that game. Replicant fixes the gameplay of Gestalt and adds some great parts. Okay. It's still a B. It's my first impression, Vector. Like, I'm sure it does fix things, but I know the game as a whole, and I liked Kaine. But I feel like, yeah, it feels right. The true ending is if you keep playing after deleting your save. Okay. Okay, Nier Automata is an A. Nier is a B. The thing is, I could easily just shove Nier into A because I want people to look at the list and say, oh, I must play that. But I know for a fact if people played Nier, they're gonna start saying, yeah, you're overhyping it, mate. But damn, that was a special game. You know what? For the sake of this list, I'm gonna put it in A. I'm gonna put them both together. I don't want to send the wrong message out. Nier is a fucking special game. And if you're the kind of person that can put up with double A jank and like a double A bare bones sort of game, you'll really find a great story here. But like I say, I've only played the original Nier with the dad, where the lines are the same, but it's the dynamic is of an older gentleman dad than it is a brother relationship, and I prefer that. The dad-daughter relationship kind of reminded me of like Silent Hill 1, for example. Just gave me that vibe. I preferred that vibe. I know why the developers made two different versions, one for Japan, one for the West. They looked at God of War and how popular God of War was at the time, and they said, oh, the West loves butch masculine men as MCs, and the West prefers more androgynous femboys. So they made two different versions. Near Gestalt, which is R1, and obviously Replicant, which has got remade or remastered this one. So, but yeah, that's my list, guys. My S tier. Final Fantasy VI, Lost Odyssey, Final Fantasy IV, Kingdom Hearts 2, Pokemon Gold, Eternal Sonata, Saga Frontier, Vagrant Story. And I stick by this. I think I stick by this list now. It's been so long since I played some of these games. I'm in a position where I'm cemented it now. Cemented this list. I'm sure there's one or two JRPGs I'm forgetting that I played. Nah, I don't really think I'm forgetting anything. There's probably just games that don't qualify as JRPGs that maybe I would try to put in there. Like that chick called Bouncer. Bouncer's not a JRPG. Sekiro's not a JRPG. She put them in there, though, for some reason. I'm not gonna be that sly and trying to sneak games in to flex. She snuck Bouncer in to flex. Show her Nomura credentials. Fuck that crap, man. Yeah, that's my list. I'm gonna save it. Upload it. But yeah, yeah. Thank you guys. It wasn't much of a turnout, but this video will be archived on my channel, so let me save and upload this. How do I save this as an image? Hold on. I'll save this as an image. There we go. Save or download. Download image. Oh, you gotta log in. What the fuck is this? Log in with Twitter. Fuck it. Where is it? Bro. Where's my list at? Bro. Oh, it's gone. I've only got a video version. Now. Fuck it. It'll still stay a video. Yeah, thank you, Vector. Thank you, Ruenthal. Thank you, Janbro. Gifty. Janbro Hal. That's my tier list. Take a look at it afterwards if you want a recommendation for a game. But Eternal Sonata I could not recommend enough. Cannot recommend that game enough. It's a special game. It's a special game. But yeah, take care guys. Peace out.